Side chest.
Man, here we go. Here we go. We are headed to my first ever bodybuilding competition. I feel good. This is the first time I've had this feeling, right? I don't want to say nervousness. I don't really get nervous, but anxiousness. This is the first time I've had this feeling since stepping off a football field, since my football days have been over. And it feels good, right? It's that feeling of stepping into the unknown, right? You just don't know what's about to take place, except for this time around, I'm not looking into the eyes of a 230-pound linebacker trying to take my head off pre-snap. I'll just so happen to be standing on stage in my underwear, right? And for that, it's funny because like most people, the reaction I got, especially the last few weeks as it's gotten closer, and the few people in my life that know that I'm doing this, they're like, man, how do you feel? And the reaction I get is like, oh my gosh, I can never do that. And I guess I didn't know that, like, standing up stage, and again, I don't know what to expect. It's my first time ever doing this. But for some people, standing on stage in their underwear is like one of the top 5 worst things that could happen in their lives. I think people look at that the same way they look at public speaking. And for me, those are two things that I don't really look at the same as other people. Again, I don't know what to expect with this show. I'll be standing on stage with other guys in their underwear, so it won't just be me by myself. But public speaking, right? I get the same nerves as everybody else gets. But, you know, there's that stat out there that says people fear public speaking more than they fear the thought of dying. And that to me is like insane. But on the opposite end of that, there's people that jump out of airplanes. There's people that swim in oceans. And I'm like, yeah, y'all got it. Y'all got it, because I could never. This prep has been good. I'm doing this with no coach, writing my own nutrition plan. I got down to 1,500 calories the last 2 weeks of this cut. And I feel good. Most people are asking me like, oh man, how do you feel? Do you feel hungry? And I wouldn't say I necessarily felt like, yes, I felt hungry, but I would say more I felt tired. Like the last week and a half, I just feel like I've been in this brain fog, especially like at my job, talking to clients, and then even in my normal day, everyday like activities, just talking to people. I feel like it's taking me a little extra second to like, for my thoughts to fully process. Like for you to ask me a question and me to respond to you, it feels like I'm just operating at like 90% speed instead of 100. Again, this is the first competition I'll be doing since football. And I remember when football ended, had my last workout for a pro team, and just realizing like, hey, like the dream is done. You took it as far as you could. And I remember one of my first prayers, I was like, just remember asking God like, hey, I don't know what's next, but I've had this dream of playing professional football since I was 7. You know, you took me on this 20-year-long journey. I just pray that you give me something else that gives me that same passion and fire that that football gave me. Like, give me something else to chase that I feel as passionate about, if not more, than football. Because if you've ever chased a dream with every single fiber of your being, with every single ounce of your soul, and then it was over. But it's different when you're obsessed with something. Like I was truly, like a lot of guys say, I want to go to the league, I want to do this. No, I was truly obsessed. Like if you knew me from the age of 7 to 27, you knew every single thing I did in my waking moments was to get to the National Football League. I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm excited to see the rush that I get from stepping on stage. But yeah, it'll be a good one. It'll be a good one.
Quarter turn to the right. $35 and $36, can you trade places? Looking good. Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. Turn to back. Hit that back double bicep. Relax. Side chest.
Man, first bodybuilding show officially over. Placed 5th in classic physique debut. The dog in me, it was fun. Let me start by saying that. It was fun. Definitely that rush of being on stage. Although you can't see anybody, just feeling the energy, being on stage, going through poses. Like, that was fun. The competitive aspect of it, although everything is subjective. The dog in me, the competitor in me, is low-key pissed that I got 5th, right? Because in my mind, I don't care what I'm doing. Like, I put my all into it, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go here, and we are going to, in my mind, I'm like, we winning everything. I'm taking home everything. And then to get 5th, right? Some people will be like, oh, it's your first show. That's a great finish. To me, it's like, nah, it's not good enough. Not good enough. So I walk away, right? And I'll have time to reflect on it even more, but I walk away immediately after the show as I sit in my car in the parking lot immediately after. And I'm just like, okay, my first thought is we're going to come back bigger, better, and just being a fucking monster next time. Now that I've had a few days to reflect, now that I've had a few days to really sit back and just take in everything that happened with my first bodybuilding show and the process that led up to it, and then after, this can be short and sweet. I am extremely excited to embark on this new journey. I'm extremely hungry to get back after it and step on stage again. Yes, there will be a next time, whether it's this fall, whether it's next spring. Man, I'm excited. I think at the start of the video, I talked about how when football was done, I used to pray that God gave me something else that I was passionate about. God gave me something else that gave me that same fire and drive that the game of football did for the last 2 decades in my life. And I'm not sure exactly if I found it in bodybuilding, but I think that first show is exactly what I needed to kickstart me, right? Placing 5th in a debut class of classic physique. Quite frankly, now that I've had some time to sit with it, I only placed there because of sheer arrogance, right? The sheer arrogance that I could step on stage with no real prep, no real cut, step on stage at 195 pounds of what I usually walk around at and, expect to really win the whole thing, man. But now I know what I had to do. And I look at the pictures, now that I have all the pictures and I have all the video and I can look and see myself against other people on stage, it was just conditioning, right? Yes, I had 30 pounds of more muscle than a lot of those guys on stage, but plain and simple, their conditioning was a lot better than mine. They were leaner than me, their striations, you could see more than you could see mine. And again, now I know what I have to do. Now that I know what I have to do to get back out there and not only continue to compete at a high level, but to win, and to honestly be one of the best in the game. I think that I can be one of the best in the world at this. And, we'll see. Again, I don't know if that's going to be a goal of mine. I don't know if that's going to be the end goal, a passion project for me, but I'm excited to embark on this new journey and get after it and really see how far I can take this thing.